Welcome to the session on projection of hexagonal pyramid. Here you are observing a typical isometric view of a hexagonal pyramid generated from AutoCAD. I will show you the base. It's of the shape of an hexagon and tapered to the apex. Therefore, we call it as an hexagonal pyramid. This is a regular hexagonal pyramid. The exterior angle will be 60 degree. The interior angle will be of 120 degree. So this type of projections, we are going to draw it whenever the pyramid is resting with one of its corner. If I want, I can rotate this where the edges will be made to sit. We'll see that later. Hexagonal pyramid will have its slant triangular faces. As you observe here, it has got 6 triangular faces. So you can observe the apparent top view of the hexagonal pyramid. This will be having the edges like A, B, C, D, E, F and back A. AB is one edge, B, A, C, C, D, like this. We have got 6 base edges and AO, BO, CO, like this, 6 slant edges, the inclined edges. And you can have the look on the top view of this hexagonal pyramid. You can see the base edges, the slant edges, which joins to the center of the hexagon. And if I show you the elevation, you will understand what is meant by apex or vertex. This is the baseline, these are the slant edges, which contains triangular faces. I am repeating again and again so that it should be useful when you go with the projections of solids in 2D, in two planar method. Now let us try to understand how to draw the projections for different positions with respect to the problems. We'll try to understand the projections of the hexagonal pyramid by taking some typical problems and trying to understand how to draw the different views with respect to HP and VP. Now consider a simple problem, an hexagonal pyramid having a base width of 30 mm and axis 60 mm long with one of its slant edges on HP. Now you already understood in the 3D view that what is meant by slant edge. The triangular two faces which containing that slant edge on which it rests should be equally inclined to HP. We'll keep the corner which is contained by this slant edge to the right hand side. The axis is inclined at 45 degree to HVP. Draw the projections when the apex is near to the observer. Here the axis is inclined, therefore we have to go with the locus of O. We'll understand this. Already we have studied all these things in different problems. Once again, we'll study about that now. Now in this problem, it is resting with one of its slant edges on HP. For the initial position, we have to draw the corner, keeping the corner to the right hand side. Now this is the hexagonal pyramid, a 3D view where we can find the base edges, the slant edges. In this, one of the slant edge, if I take this say DO as an example, DO, these two triangular faces will be automatically, once I make it to lie on the ground is nothing but on HP, automatically these two faces will be equally inclined to HP, which has got the base edges like this. I have named it. Now let us see how to draw the projections in 2D view. As usual, let us draw the XY line, mark all the planes VP and HP to know the front and top views. Since the slant is inclined, we are going to have the corner to the right hand side. You observed right now how to draw the regular hexagonal shape, the base of the pyramid, hexagonal pyramid. I have drawn first 30 mm here, drawn a line at an angle of 60 degree exterior angle or 120 degree interior angle and mark the corners. And afterwards I am going to draw these two things, which is very simple to draw it. We are all good in drawing the geometry of the figure. Now join the diagonals. You will have the axis. You will get the slant edges like AO, BO, CO, DO, EO, FO. What are the things? And as containing the different triangular faces, 6 triangular faces. This is the initial position in the top view. To get the front view, draw the vertical projectors, mark the height of the axis at 60 mm given here in this problem. Draw the slant edges from all the corners, name it. You got F here, A is seen, E is not seen, B is seen, D is not seen. So within bracket, and C is a corner. This is the first initial position of a regular hexagon where one of the slant edge is lying on HP. We are keeping this slant edge first horizontal to XY line, that is the CO, then we will make it fall on the ground. So you can measure this length CO with the, mark this on the horizontal line, that is XY line. That means you have made it to fall on the ground, that is on HP. Now draw this F position by taking the length of CF and OF. By drawing the arcs, you can get it. After marking this point F, mark all other corners along the base CF. Now this completes the second position where CO, the longest edge, is lying on HP, making equal angle, that is CB and CD will be equally, it will be of equal angle with respect to the HP. To get the top view, draw the projectors. Draw the corresponding horizontal projectors from ED, mark ED, get F, O, O1 and O. And from this horizontal projector, you will get A and B. You got all the corners of a hexagonal pyramid. Now apply the thumb rules. The longest line away from XY line is OF. Mark it with thick line. OF is here. The second condition, the face away from XY line is A, B, C, D, E, F, A, which is nearer to the observer. Observer can clearly see this, which is more than 90 degree. You can clearly see it. Therefore, you are going to mark the face A, B, C, D, F, A in sequence by thick line. The third condition, mark the boundaries by thick line. Now the boundary here it is, EO is the one boundary line, AO is another boundary line. You mark it by thick line. You got other long edges like DO, CO and BO. Mark them with thick dashes. The last one is nothing but the axis. If you are interested, mark it with some other color can show it, but it overlaps. This is the second position. In the third position, you got the axis is inclined to VP. That means I said you should draw the locus. Draw a 45-degree angle which is inclined to VP. Inclined to VP is nothing but inclined to HP. And in the question it says that the apex is nearer to the observer. I keep this towards here and the base towards the XY line towards VP. If I say keep XY line towards VP, it is understood it is to XY line. Now mark the true length of the axis on this. Take O and O2, which is having a true length of 60 mm, mark it along the 45-degree angle. Draw a horizontal line parallel to VP at O2, which is called as locus of O. Onto this one, you take the length equal to O1 with O as center, draw an arc on the locus to get O1. O is the center, apparent length is O1, you are going to draw an arc. Now you reproduce all this sketch here in this one with respect to O1. The angle that is made here will be much more than this 45-degree, we call it as say beta angle. You draw all these widths, mark the points A, B, C, D, E, F. Like this you are marking. Measure the lengths from here, mark it here. This length, this one, here. Now redraw all the other lines, complete it. Whatever it was there here, it has been reproduced here with respect to this O1. As I said earlier, this angle made will be much more than this 45-degree. This is the inclination of the pyramid, hexagonal pyramid, with respect to VP, where the axis is inclined. Now to get the front view, project all these things from all the corners upward. Draw the horizontal projectors to get the corresponding points in the front view, like what I am showing now. Now the last part is to mark the visible and invisible lines. We will take now the longest line away from XY line is AO. So where is AO? It is here. Mark that AO by thick line. Now here too many lines are there. I can give respect for the next one also by taking this, the longest lines which are away from XY line, like BO and FO. They are also far away from XY line. We will give importance to those two lines and mark them with thick lines in the front view. Since the face or the base is near to XY line, we cannot see it fully. Whatever we observe from this side, that will be seen. So I give importance to these three lines which are far away from XY line. Now mark the boundaries. You can find the other edges like D, which is inside. So C, D is one base edge is there, D is there, which comes inside the boundary. Therefore we are going to mark it by thick lines, thick dashes. And finally mark the axis. This is the final view of the given problem. For the given problem, he says that a pentagonal, hexagonal pyramid is lying with one of its slant edges on HP, which makes equal inclination with VP, that is BO and DO, BC and CD, they make equal inclination with VP, and here the axis is inclined to VP by 45 degree. We are going to draw this with the apparent true length and the apparent length of the axis. We are going to get the final view like this. Thank you for watching the video.